Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at part 4 of the Church of the Holy Light vignette, and we're going to call this one done. I went to spray it down with that glue water mixture I was telling you about yesterday. Put it on there and it started to dry. I felt it and decided to put another application of that, so 2 coats total, and I'm pretty impressed. I don't know if you can see the texture by holding it up like that, but it does look like, to me, it looks like fresh fallen snow. It looks really good. Some areas are a little bit better than others, but all in all, it looks pretty good. And it's pretty stout. I mean, not a lot, maybe a little bit comes off, but by and large, not very much at all. So that's how this piece looks. And I think, again, I'm calling this done. So we'll dress this up with the buildings and the trees, and then I'll show you what it looks like. But before we do that, I want to show you this piece, right? I told you I was going to put some fairy lights on the back, and I was able to do that. I basically took my staple gun and put some staples. They stick out a little bit. I don't know if you can see kind of what I'm talking about there. I think you are able to see how the staples stick out a little bit. And so I just put them around in various spots, and then run the fairy lights in through that, and then they have a timer box here. You guys have seen this before, different versions. So they do light up, they do different colors, they alternate, they flash, they kind of fade in and fade out, and so you have different rhythms and different scenes for these lights, and so that will go into the back, and then it will illuminate the wall behind it. I'm probably just going to use this as steady white, and then that will illuminate through the window and then through to the back wall, and sort of illuminate the back wall and shadow the vignette when it's done. So with that, let's go ahead and make this pretty quick, and I'll dress it up and we'll come back and see what it looks like. Okay, so here is a look at the completed piece. Everything is turned on and lit up. You can see the lights illuminating through the back of the stained glass window, sort of reflective of the church stained glass window. And so that's the whole idea behind that carryover piece to the back. As you come around, you can see the 2 parishioners there, or visitors looking at the manger scene, the nativity scene there. The snow looks good from this angle. Looks like there's a little bit of frost still left on the pathway. And again, once I set this up later this afternoon, I will take some more snow and sprinkle it around probably their feet there a little bit around the nativity scene, around the front and the sides of the church, and then a little bit more along that walkway to call this piece complete. But I think it's simple yet elegant in the design. I'm very pleased with the way it turned out. I think it will make a nice accent coming through our front door for this holiday and Christmas season. So hopefully you've enjoyed watching me build this as much as I've enjoyed building it. And so with that, let's talk about what's coming up next. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that. I think it's a really neat piece. I love the Department 56 Church of the Holy Light. It's a phenomenal piece for your Christmas and holiday season. And I think it's going to look really good displayed, prominently as you come through the front door of our home. So pretty excited about that. I am going to display it today, so I'm going to start intermingling some Christmas displays in my fall displays and kind of transition them slowly out. Still a lot of work to do. I'm going to be out the rest of the week with work, and so I'm going to start my next tutorial for you guys is going to be on Christmas Lane, and it's going to be probably 6 or so houses set up in a long street type environment. A lot of people, a lot of kids, hopefully, and really cool decorated homes. And so that's coming next. It's going to take me a little while to build. I'm going to go through the whole design process with you, so you'll have that to see. But I did want to show you another product. I went to the hardware store yesterday to get some more XPS foam. It's easier for me to work in 2x2 sheets for building the display base for the Christmas lane development that I'm going to do. But so when I was at the hardware store, I was at Home Depot, ran across this stuff. It's called Pro Decor Snow Flock. And it looks pretty decent. It's almost like a paper mache material. This whole big container, and I'm trying to figure out, you get 2.5 pounds, was $19. So not great, but not incredibly bad either. And so the directions say that you wet whatever you're going to put it on with just plain water, and then you throw this on there, and then you spray it with water, add some more, spray it with water, then let it sit and dry. And so I did that on this piece of test foam yesterday out in my side yard there. And it's not bad. I mean, you can kind of see the texture on it. It looks okay. I don't know that I like it as much as what I just did. It's not nearly as flaky, but I think it would certainly work, in especially areas where you've got just a bunch of snow or you want sort of a uneven textured layer. You could easily put this down. And I think what I would do with this is put a layer of glue down like I usually do, sprinkle this on there, and then instead of just plain water, do the glue water mixture and wet this down, put a little more on, glue water mixture, and then let that sit and cure. And it almost becomes crunchy and rock hard. It's not really coming off. So maybe a better way or another way to enhance your villages with that stuff. And so if you're interested, check your local Home Depot. They may have it as well. You may be able to find it online. I don't know. I've never seen it before, but I think we're going to use that. So, okay, folks, so hopefully you enjoyed this quick down and dirty look at Church of the Holy Light. I'm very, very pleased with the way it turned out. And if you also like the way it turned out, click that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Keeps me motivated to keep throwing these videos out to you guys. Also, if you do subscribe, click that little bell, and that way you're notified every time I put out a new video. Next one should be coming early next week once I get back from traveling. And again, that's going to be the whole 10-foot section of Christmas Lane. Until we talk again, you guys be safe, be blessed, happy holidays. We'll talk to you soon.